Hello, natural beauties. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nat, and today I'm going to show you my top 5 eyeshadow palettes for 2019. That does not mean that these palettes were released in 2019. It's just I recently acquired them or I recently started using them again, and these are my top 5 for 2019. I have 2 dupes for one of the palettes I'm going to show you, and I have an honorable mention that I will talk about at the end. So let's go ahead and start. So the first one that I have, I fell in love with this one. This was actually my first visiart palette. This is the Petite Pro 5 Soleil, and it is adorable. It is very small, and I did contemplate returning it because considering the sizes of these shadows and the amount that you pay, I was like, I don't know. But I asked y'all what y'all thought, and y'all said that I should keep them, and I did, and I'm so happy that I did, because this turned out to be one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes of 2019. I used and used and used this, y'all, and I was just very impressed with the colors and the brand. So there are those swatches right there. So this, I am certain that I got it during the spring VIB sale for Sephora. And it just turned out to be such a great eyeshadow palette. The next one that I have, I also bought during, actually 2 more I bought during the spring VIB sale. This was my first Melt Cosmetics purchase. This is the Smoke Sessions palette. And I know that there are a couple of dupes out. I have 2 of them here that I'm going to show you. But I really wanted this one because I like stuff that is original. And, you know, when stuff like this comes out, plus the shadows are so incredibly beautiful and pigmented. Let me just swatch a few here. This one is pretty crumbly, but they are beautiful. I don't know if I would say they are beginner friendly, but certainly unique to my stash. And I really like to spend my money on whoever created like the original, because even though the dupes come out, I think that, you know, people with original ideas should reap the benefits from it. And I just thought this was so fun. Look at those colors there. So I absolutely fell in love with this palette right here. The theme of it was fun. The colors, I love greens. And I do have 2 dupes. This is the first one. This is Makeup Revolution London, their Chilled with Cannabis and Sativa palette. And here's the inside. I've only used this like 3 times, but I will say I was very impressed with it. So you can see those colors there, and then here is the Smoke Sessions palette alongside it. Let's see if I can hold these together. So you can definitely see some similarities here. And I want to say this one was like $12.99, and you can always find good deals on Makeup Revolution at Ulta. Maybe online as well, but I don't really do a lot of online shopping at Makeup Revolution. The next dupe that I have is Juvia's Place, their Tribe palette. This is gorgeous. It is an independent indie brand, and I just absolutely love it. Look at those colors. And then we will look at the Smoke Sessions palette with it as well, just so we can kind of get an idea. And these aren't exact dupes, but they do have some of the same colors going here. So if you're looking for greens, you know, you have some options there. But this, by far, easy. When I thought about doing this video, I was like, I'm definitely putting the Smoke Sessions palette in there. Now, the next one that I have, I did not buy this one. I bought all of these, but I didn't buy this one. My friend here on YouTube, Hiba, sent this to me. This is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. And it is so nice, y'all. It is nice and heavy. It feels luxurious. It has got a ginormous mirror if you haven't seen this palette already. It's got cools, it's got warms, it's got all your basic colors, things to use as crease shadows, colors to darken up your outer V, inner corner highlights. This really is just an amazing palette, y'all, and I really am thinking about taking this with me when I travel this coming year. I'll swatch a few that I have not really used, and that way we can get an idea of what colors are in here. But this is just beautiful, and the fact that Hiba gave it to me just makes it even more special to me, because, you know, she's my friend, and I love the fact, oh my gosh, look at those colors, y'all. Those right here, plus this green. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous colors, and I think they're beginner friendly. They are cruelty free and vegan, and they always have really good sales online on their actual website, Urban Decay. If you sign up with them, you could get 15% off your first purchase, I believe. Plus, they will send you like notifications and coupons via email. So I absolutely love this one. And you can get it at Ulta. Everyone knows that Ulta has amazing rewards and points. So, I mean, if you're going to get some benefits from it, I would definitely think about picking up the Born to Run palette. Now, my next shadow, my next palette, and these aren't ranked. I'm not ranking them 1 through 5. These are just my 5 favorite from my stash. Now, I actually have 2, but these came in a set, so I thought it might be okay to pair them together. These are my Pinky Rose palettes, and this is the Obsessed palette. This was created by the sister Gina, and this is the 80s Baby palette, and this was created by the sister Delia. I'm not sure if it's Delia or Delilah, but these came in a set. It's called the Trilogy, I think. The Trilogy set, and they have a little sleeve. And I gave the Peacock one away in a giveaway. So here is the inside. I have not folded these back yet, but look at those colors. And I have worked so much with these blues and browns over here, and these reds and yellows. And I mean, they have just been absolutely beautiful. Well, we have some that might be dupes in other palettes, but let's check these out. Joker, Lefty, Cookie. Let's do Stay Golden and Rad. Yeah. And these are just so very pretty. And considering that they are an indie brand, I think that they are worth looking at and supporting. Look at those colors right there. All of those right here. You can see those are just so very nice. And the next one is 80s Baby, and they kind of have like the colors on the outside packaging is what the inside looks like. So this is my one complaint. They tend to slide out. So on several occasions, I've actually caught them and kept them from falling. I happen to have really good reflexes and hands, so I can catch stuff. And here's the inside of this. And this just has beautiful purples. I love lavenders and purples. I'm not real big on all the you know, golds and stuff, but we'll go ahead and swatch them. We'll do Caliente, Churro, and yeah, so I have just enjoyed these so much. And the Peacock one, in all honesty, every now and then I'll see someone on YouTube doing like a video with it, and I'll get a little bit sad that I didn't keep it for myself. But look at those colors right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. You can see all those colors, and they're just very unique colors. They keep you from being boring or predictable with your makeup. And it is also a Hispanic-owned brand. They are cruelty-free. Some of their products are vegan. This one's not, but you can see the little bunny right there. And it's a family business. They're Hispanic-owned, so why not, you know, support? Now, my next one I also bought during the VIB Rouge sale for the spring, and I am so glad that I picked it up. This was my first Dominique Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, and I got the Rustic Glam, and this is just gorgeous. First off, you get a ton of product. You can see the mirror right there, and I haven't folded this one back either, so we're going to hold it upside down. You get a ton of product in here. It's just a beautiful kind of, it's like supposed to be rustic, and it is a very bohemian, you know, very earth toned and anchored. And it's got quite a few cool tones, which y'all know that I love. And I just think that this is a really good formula. There we go. Sorry, y'all. I'm processing. So I think this is just a really good formula. And I like the color palette and the color scheme, and they blend really easily. I don't have any issues with like hard pan or issues with them like not staying on my eye all day. Look at those colors. Absolutely beautiful. And they just are nice and creamy. They blend well. And they're gorgeous, and they stay in place like all day long, y'all. So I'm really glad that I took a chance on this palette. I also had been wanting the raspberry one, but I hadn't pulled the trigger on it. But this one, I just couldn't pass it up, which I thought was really weird because I'm not real big on like golds or coppers, but this was just gorgeous, and I am so grateful that I picked it up. Now, those are my top 5 eyeshadow palettes in my collection. We are going to do one honorable mention, and the reason I didn't put this in is because I have not used it very much, and I got it very, very recently. This is a Pat McGrath Eye Ecstasy Subversion eyeshadow palette, and this is a miniature, and it has 5 eyeshadows in it. And I have a video that I did with these, and they are gorgeous, y'all. I did not cut my crease. I went in on top of each other, and I was just layering them, and they were all just beautiful individual colors. They did not muddy. They did not mix. They did not mess each other up or move each other around. And I just thought this was so good. And I love that it is in a miniature, because in all honesty, I don't know if I'll ever buy a Pat McGrath palette, and I'm not complaining. I'm not poor. I don't know if I could pay that much for an eyeshadow palette. Like, they have the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Pat McGrath has some special palettes, and they are sold out, but I don't know, even as much as I love Star Wars, I don't know if I would ever you know, pay that much for it. So I love having the option of a miniature, but you know, these are all shimmers, so you will need like a buddy palette. But how many of us have so many matte shadows that we could totally like buddy up palettes? And these are just gorgeous, and I really like them. So these are all my palettes, y'all, and I have just had so much fun playing with these and working with these and creating looks with them, and even just connecting with y'all over them. They have just been a blast. Let me know if you have any of these. Let me know if you have a video with your top 5. And thank you so much for joining me. Just know that I am sending positivity to you, and I hope that you are doing what you love. I will talk to you later. Bye, y'all.